Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at gcnlive.com.
This is your call to action. Get prepared, America. Economy, survival, energy, disasters. This is USAPrepares.com. Informative radio, educational radio. Interact now by emailing instructor@USAPrepares.com or text at 434-390-7953. Class, please take your seats. Now, your instructor, Vincent Finelli.
Oh, good morning, class. This is your captain speaking, John Regan. I'm sitting in for Vincent today. If you were listening yesterday, late on the show, Vince had to leave very quickly. There was a family medical emergency that required his attention. And unfortunately, I don't have a lot of additional information for you right now. I did talk to him last night, and everything was stable at that point. They were just geared for a long night of observation. And normally, I would receive a call from him before the show. That didn't happen, so I have no updates from last night, so I don't know if that means they had to seek further medical attention or that he just finally had an opportunity to get some sleep. So we'll find out for sure on Monday what's going on, and ask our engineer John, has Dr. Wood shown up yet?
No.
Okay, Dr. Judy Wood was scheduled for hour number 1 today. The joys of live radio. Let me give out the call-in number. It's 866-582-9933. 866-582-9933. And as you know, that I always seem to run out of time. So there's plenty of material to get through. Just wasn't really prepared to do a monologue with it today. So I'll point you to the financialstateoftheunion.com. And if you click on the news tab, you can follow along with me. We didn't get to the employment section. We've got a link, who needs employees, and we've talked a bit about this before, but there was another round of protests, fast food workers demanding $15 an hour, and besides the workers in the kitchen, there's also, I guess, the workers in the stockroom. Though this link shows the one for the grocery stores where the robot goes around making sure shelves are stocked. We are approaching an age that we just have never seen before in human history. It's going to be interesting, and what's going to be so much more fun this time. It's not just laborers that get replaced. It's people that do more advanced work, and that includes CPAs, tax preparers. We've also seen there's a test going on for anesthesiologists. Even doctors are, and maybe even especially doctors, are at risk too, because the biggest use for a doctor in today's environment is to do the diagnosis. Well, if the computer can take the readings, look at the lab tests, and then go into the database, once the diagnosis is done, the insurance companies have pretty much made it to where doctors have not a whole lot of choice on what they can prescribe without getting into trouble anyway. So once the determination is made, the prescription's fairly easy, and who needs doctors? It's I guess if we really wanted some attention paid to this, we got to show how the attorneys in Congress critters are at risk for losing their jobs to machines. And I think we could possibly make an argument that the machines might do a better job at it. I'll skip on down to spy tech. I'm sorry Vince has to miss this. I have a link called Only 30%. And this talks about how retailers, including Walmart, are using facial recognition to spy on you. This includes before you even get into the door, they will identify you and start, and you'll see more and more of this, pushing individualized ads to you. This also extends to the checkout, where they look to verify your identity. So whether it's you're paying by card and see if the face matches up to the card, they will also do that, match the face to cash transactions. So if you think that you can stay anonymous, that age is coming to an end as well. And this article says that at least 30% of retailers admit to using this type of technology. And so if you want to avoid that, right now your only real choice is to use smaller local merchants that don't have this type of technology, simply because of the cost. And but don't worry, sooner or later they'll figure out a way of driving those merchants out of business, so you have to go to the big stores. Another section that we didn't really get time to talk about is Fukushima. And there's so much disgusting there to begin with, but on the other side of the equation is what's going on with government shutting down information. And there's a link there in midway through the Fukushima section called "The Truth is Offensive." And some of you may already listen to Jeff Friends now and then, and on Mondays he has an update on Fukushima during the third hour of his show. One of the regulars on there is a man, Dana Durnford. Now Dana spent months in a small 21-foot boat by himself, going along the west coast, Canada and the United States, documenting what it now looks like after Fukushima, and he's got before pictures on there as well. And now he's got problems and having to go to court, and being in Canada, he has, believe it or not, fewer freedoms than you do here in the United States. So I would suggest that if you have the time and inclination, go to rense.com, that's RENSE, and check out what's going on with Dana Durnford. And if you scroll down a little bit, on the right side you get to Fukushima nuclear catastrophe, and this has access to replays of those hours that he does, and you can catch up on not only what's going on with Fukushima, but what's going on with the situation with Dana Durnford. And you know that we talk about radiation quite a bit here on USA Prepares, and how, we really should just shut off these nuclear reactors while we still have time to get the reactors cool enough to avoid really serious problems once we lose the power grid. But the last two articles that I have for the Fukushima section, that's not the case. First off, they want more nukes. And these are for power, not the weapons. And on top of that, they're wanting to increase the lifespan of the current plants to 80 years. And it really makes you wonder, what the heck are these people thinking? Or is it just part of the plan to get rid of the useless eaters here? Going down to the health section, I've got 3 links, just 1 can a day, FDA answer, and toxic 3D. The first is an article from Mercola.com, and Dr. Mercola talks about non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which basically where your liver's damaged, similar to what happens when you consume alcohol for too long. And we'll get into that when we come back from this break.
How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
My name is Bill Bonner, and I have an important message. Right now, the highest levels of government are struggling against an inevitable crisis, but they're about to lose control. When this happens, it will rip our country apart in ways you never imagined, from where we shop to the family you want to protect. Look, I've made predictions like this before. A few years ago, I warned that the housing prices would collapse. Before that, I warned that .com companies would crash, and they did. Those who listened had a chance to save themselves. But this has nothing to do with the stock market. This will affect us all. I've posted a free video at $downfall.com. Maybe you'll disagree with my conclusions, but first you need to watch this video and see the facts for yourself. You can watch the video for free right now by going to $downfall.com. Again, that's $downfall.com.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
Your house is under attack. Every day, our homes and families are attacked by harmful gases, mold, and pollutants caused by everyday activities. According to the EPA, indoor air can be 5 to 100 times worse than outdoor air. And the American Lung Association states that poor indoor air can cause infections and chronic lung diseases such as asthma. Protect your family with a complete indoor air quality package from Wave Home Solutions. Wave ventilation units for basements and crawl spaces reduce moisture that nourishes mold, odors, dust mites, and expels gases and pollutants. Add the Wave 6-stage air purifier to get rid of the viruses, chemicals, and pollutants upstairs for a complete indoor air quality solution. A healthy home is the best investment you can make. Visit wavehomesolutions.com. That's wavehomesolutions.com or call 888-758-WAVE. That's 888-758-WAVE.
Wave Home Solutions for a healthy, comfortable home.
KDArmor.com is your one-stop shop for the most affordable body armor period, with packages starting at $169.99 and free shipping on every order. Why would you go anywhere else? KD offers soft armor and rifle threat rated armor up to level 4. Go to KDArmor.com and get your body armor today while you still can. Mention this ad and receive a free water purification kit for a limited time with any body armor package. Go to KDArmor.com. That's CATI Come and take it.
This is John Regan at the controls today. We did manage to get connected with Dr. Judy Wood over the break. One of her websites is drjudywood.com. That's drjudywood.com. And welcome to the show, Dr. Judy Wood.
Well, thank you very much.
And I was looking at your background there. You know, there's all kinds of doctorates out there, and yours is not one of the easier ones. Did you want to tell us about your 3 degrees?
Well, my bachelor's degree is in civil engineering, structural engineering. My master's degree is in engineering mechanics or applied physics, and my PhD is in materials engineering science, which is sort of an interdisciplinary degree, but putting everything together, sort of a type of applied physics looking at material properties.
So
my background is also, forensic engineer and scientist for like 40 years experience. So when I saw what happened on 9/11, it was just plain as day to me that there's a problem.
Yeah, and basically I happen to be looking at your bio right now, and on that page, it does have a picture of where the tower is collapsing, and you're just you're seeing the smoke come out the top, but everything else is just this cloud of dust.
Frothing up in the dust. There's 2 words you used in there, and words are powerful and control people's conclusions. One was collapse, and it turns out the buildings didn't collapse, and the other was smoke. I tend to use the word, fumes, for the haziness, because that doesn't really describe anything. If you call it smoke, you assume the cause is fire. But if the building's actually turning to dust and that's particulate from the building, you'd be misled to call it smoke. So words tend to control people's thoughts. And when the media was telling us, collapse, pile, terrorists, collapse, pile, terrorists, people then made that conclusion rather than observing what's really there. And so as you were just noting, you see this building frothing up into dust, midair. And as it turned out, very little of it slammed to the ground. It didn't burn up nor slam the ground, but most of it turned into dust in midair. And that is strange. But you don't see that unless you observe it, rather than trying to pigeonhole any, meeny, miny, mo. Was it bombs? Was it airplane? People go down this list of multiple choices, but the real information is not in that list of choices. And you only figure that out by actually observing. And that brings us to page 185 of the book. I think that's where we pick up.
Yes.
I think most people saw that tipping top of Tower 2. It starts to tip, and then it stops and almost looks like it tips back a little bit, and then it looks like it goes straight down. Well, if it's a rigid body, it's violating the laws of conservation of angular momentum. If you're standing on the top of a platform and you start to lean over it at a certain point, there's no turn back no matter how you contort your body. And if you're a rigid body, once you start tipping, you're going to keep on tipping. But it doesn't. So what's going on here? You look down below and, it didn't land there. Building 4 was below right where it should have landed. And actually Building 4 kind of went missing too. The main body of Building 4 went missing, the most of it. But it turns out it does not violate the laws of angular momentum if it does not remain a single rigid body. In other words, if all the little particles in that tipping section continue to rotate, each little speck of dust continues to rotate, you sum up all that rotation and mass, and you end up with conservation of angular momentum. Isn't that interesting?
Yes, it is.
So that in itself is proof that it turned to dust.
And we're coming up on a break.
Okay.
John Regan, Dr. back.
If you or someone you care about loves outdoor adventure, then check out slingbow.com for some unique holiday gift ideas. That's slingbow.com, where we have some innovative new products for the archer, hunter, or bow fishing enthusiast in your family. Now through January, use the promo code HOLIDAY to get free shipping in the U.S. or Canada. And from all of us at Slingbow Industries, have a safe, joyous, and peaceful holiday season.
This is Dan Pillett. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Hey everyone, my Ghost 80% AR-15 project was a total success. Thank you, guns80.com. Thank you. I bought my Ghost AR-15 at guns80.com. It's everything I expected and more. Just got a note from my buddy Mark, and now they're having a huge Black Friday and a big Cyber Monday sale. Guess Christmas is coming early this year. I'm definitely ordering one for my brother on Black Friday because the price drops to $400. Yes, I did just say that. $400. Unbelievable. Sale starts on Monday 11/23 and ends Cyber Monday 11/30. Remember, there's a new deal every day. Sale prices for Ghost ARs again, $400. Black Friday will be a good day. Get your Ghost AR-15 at guns80.com. Sale is on right now at guns80.com. That's guns80.com, guns and the number 8080.com. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everyone from our good friends at guns80.com. The big sale is on. I'll see you there.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't take on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180. Ted Anderson telling you about Jordan Rubin's Beyond Organic Green-Fed Raw Cheddar Artesian Cheese featuring whole milk created through ancient dairy breeding, unpasteurized, untreated whole milk on the same farm the cows graze, containing natural sources of omega-3s, CLA protein, calcium, probiotics, and enzymes. I have never tasted cheese this good, and you need to try it. Contact your Youngevity distributor or call 877-878-4203 or go to gcnteam.com.
You haven't experienced yogurt until you've tried a Mossy, embodying health and flavor in a true whole milk, green-fed dairy beverage. Every sip pays homage to our old world cows and the ancient culturing methods their milk benefits from. With over 30 probiotics, a Mossy's undeniably nutritious, refined, cultured sensation bolsters your health and awakens your passion for dairy. A Mossy's so good, and you need to try it. Contact your Youngevity distributor or call 877-878-4203 or go to gcnteam.com.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
This is John Regan sitting in for Vincent today. As far as I know, I'll be back with him on Monday, and hopefully everything will be back to normal then. We have Dr. Judy Wood with us today, and I didn't get much of a chance to talk to Dr. Wood ahead of time, and in fact, just the breaks, between being on air, and didn't get to say back in the 80s, I was a captain in the basement of the Pentagon working on the nuclear planning system. And concurrent with that, I was also working on my Air Command and Staff College, which is professional education for a military or for an Air Force officer. And I had selected as my elective SDI, also known as Star Wars. And I can't really give much insight on that because these courses are unclassified, so it doesn't get into any real depth. Some of them are for official use only, which means you just can't release it to the public. But it's not like the materials being talked about in the congressional inquiries right now. But there are space-based weapons, and we don't exactly know what all their capabilities are. And like I say, unfortunately, I can't provide more information on that. Maybe Dr. Richard Allen Miller could, but we've gone beyond just shooting a shell out of a cannon or a gun on a ship.
Well, I go back to what we ourselves can observe and what we understand. There's an actual patent on this type of thing back in the 1906 or 09. I forgot when it was applied for. It was awarded, I think, in 1912. But it's and also there's some documents where Tesla had offered to Congress. If they built a tower every 200 miles around the perimeter of the U.S., he would install a little box on the top of each that would create a wall through which any airplane that tried to fly would, quote, dematerialize. I thought that was interesting phrasing. But so you wonder what has come since then. And you look at also at the development of airplanes. You know, we have airplanes and we had a space shuttle and then nothing. You know, so you extrapolate and say, okay, there's some other kind of transportation that's got to be out there somewhere. But I look at what is known, and that's a good position I am in here, is that I don't have to worry about breaching security clearances and so forth, and can be free to talk about this. Not a lot of people are in that position. Like, you know, you can't say a whole lot. But we do know that there's a whole lot of tax money that went into what was called the Star Wars program, or SDI. You know, what became of all that? Then we also know of natural phenomena such as tornadoes that destroy things. Now imagine if you could figure out the mechanics of that and use that technology to aim it at a building. You know, like hit a building with a tornado that just lasts long enough to destroy the building. You know, tornadoes actually dematerialize things. And people say, well, you know, you need to make calculation where all the energy comes from. Well, do you need to do that to determine whether or not a tornado destroyed your town? You know, you see it happened. And what we see in, you know, the World Trade Center is the buildings turning to dust in midair. You know, the majority of the buildings turn to dust in midair. So that is proof right there that a technology exists that can do what was done. You don't need to, you know, make calculations to make observations. That's sort of contradictory. And people often make the mistake when they talk about the scientific method. The scientific method requires you determine all the boundary conditions first. You don't just use one boundary condition and extrapolate from there. You have to use all of the boundary conditions in what you're looking at. And that, in other words, all of the evidence. And one of the pieces of evidence that I'm you know, from the beginning was just fascinated with is this tipping top of Tower 2. And those who have the textbook for the course, top of page 185 in that image, you can see that top chunk that looks like a solid, rigid body rotating, along the corner, you have like 3 different angles of bend. But what is causing it to break apart at the top? There's nothing on it, no load on it. The damage, supposed damage to the building is below that. So you can't say that damage below, you know, 25 stories up is causing that top to break off. So as you watch it rotate, like on page 186, there's a sequence of 3 images. So you can see where it rotates. That top part just kind of crushes up into dust before the rest of it goes downward. And you know, how could that possibly happen? I have a diagram on page 187 looking at, you know, you have this top chunk. If it's horizontal, you know, vertical, I guess, the stress across that cut would be uniform. And it starts tipping. The stress on that pinched edge is going to be greater, and the stress on the back edge is going to be less. So if it's failing because it's weak, that high stress edge is going to cause it to fail there more, so it would cause it to even rotate more. But that doesn't happen. So that's another fallacy in the idea that it's, you know, collapsing due to weight. The top of page 186, in figure 175, it shows where that tipping top should have gone, and there's not much left. It looks like the top wing of the northern wing of Building 4 was just sliced off with an X-Acto knife, and the rest is missing, pretty much. There's a little tiny bit of rubble in the corner. And the top page 188 is a better picture. It almost looks like, you know, I'm exaggerating a little bit. It almost looks like you could take a broom and sweep up what was left of the main body of Building 4. And that's where the tipping top of Building 2 should have landed. And you know, it's obviously not there. But the most fascinating part is that if it's a rigid body, it's violating the laws of conservation of angular momentum. So that proves it's not a rigid body. Because if it goes into dust, all little particles can keep rotating and maintain the laws of conservation of angular momentum. It just appears to no longer rotate. It just looks like it stops rotating, but then it just, goes into dust. And if you look again where it should have landed on Building 4, I haven't found a picture right under the ground, the first level underground of where it should have landed, where it's like nothing much left on top. There's a shopping mall. And you can see a picture, innovation luggage, Hallmark cards. And it looks, punched through down there a little bit, but you see the drop lights hanging from the ceiling, and you see some shelving knocked over, and the rescue guys are walking vertically through there looking for survivors. It isn't crushed through. And then you go down a floor or two below that, and you have the loading docks for that mall. And so the truck drivers know where to stop. They have it color-coded. It's purple under Building 5 and green under Building 4. And then if you look down at the end of that parking garage, you got to make a turn, because it ends to go out to the ramp to exit the parking garage. But you look, and picture was taken after 9/11. This is figure 181 on page 189. The lights are still on. You get some more dust in there. But you can see all the way down at the end of that hall. And the end of that hallway is under where that missing part of Building 4 was. There's no building above there, but the parking garage is not crushed in. You don't see really any damage down there. You just see a little bit more dust than usual. And figure 182, that's again at the mall level. You just see some ceiling panels drop down and, dust and stuff around, but it's not crushed in. And then moving to page 190 is a map of the overall area, and 191 is a schematic drawn on top of the light detection ranging image that shows sort of an elevation map of what was left. And you see it's pretty much level. And I drew a silhouette of what used to be there. Where did these humongous buildings go? There's just not much left. And that's the title of this chapter is, where'd the building go? I kept asking that to folks and say, is it hiding under that hubcap across the street? It's sort of joking because you look around and like, where could all this material go? You see survivors, rescue people walking along in, ankle-deep dust. You see an ambulance parked, and they don't park up at high elevation, so that's the road level. And let's see, page 192, figure 185, where it's a shot looking down from a helicopter, and you see that missing portion of Building 4 in the sliced-off north wing. And a picture looking out of Bankers Trust, that's another interesting phenomenon there. You look across the street out of your office of Bankers Trust, and like, where'd the building go? Right across the street. How does that happen? And it's looking through a window. But you look, it looks like it got sliced off. And when I saw that picture, it reminded me of something I saw as a child. Our family happened to drive through Topeka, Kansas, right after that humongous tornado that ripped through there. And I remember seeing an apartment building. I thought it was an apartment building, but it was a dorm, I think. But it was sliced in two. There's the music.
Yep, hold that thought. We'll be back after these few commercial messages.
By now you know that USAPrepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm, we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
I want to be able to smoke inside, cut down on cigarettes, jog without wheezing, be kissable, and save money.
Then you want LeSig e-cigarettes. Get the highest quality, best tasting vaping experience on the market with unmatched customer service from LeSig. And right now, gobble up this deal. Buy $30 worth of any products and get a starter kit for only $5. Use code SK at checkout. But hurry, offer good only until Thanksgiving at LeSig.com. LECIG.com. Kick some ash with LeSig.
So you've got to take a state construction license exam or certification. Can't decide on what books or what chapters to study? Discover right now how you can eliminate unnecessary books and wasted study time. At contractorexam.com, our study materials zero in on state-required test topics in an effective, multiple-choice format. So whether you're a plumber, electrician, general contractor, or other construction-related trade, contractorexam.com will help get you prepared. Visit us at www.contractorexam.com today.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 Pain Relief Hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 Pain Hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to produce an endless supply of nano-sized silver solutions right from the convenience of your home. Silver Lungs. With the addition of our unique lung delivery system, respiratory infections are targeted directly, where traditional oral administration simply cannot reach. This pioneering method also preserves the original particle sizes and delivers your silver solution directly into the bloodstream. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at silverlungs.com. That's silverlungs.com.
My name is Don Wiskin, and at 42 years old, I suffered a massive heart attack and was told I'd be on disability for the rest of my life. What did I do? I created Extendivite, a garlic and cayenne mix of 7 herbs which rebuilt my heart and gave me back my life. For over 17 years now, I have made this formula available to you, so you don't have to suffer the same thing I did. Clean your blocked arteries and strengthen your heart and boost your natural immune system. I'm 60 years old now, and I still work every day. To get your Extendivite, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822, or visit heartdrop.com. Extendivite is only $69.95 for a 2-month supply of either capsules or liquid.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
Attention USA Prepares listeners. When you're on the road or have limited data or Wi-Fi, now you can listen to USA Prepares Unfiltered and Untapped at no extra charge on this non-federal phone number, 1-605-477-3249. Try it now to listen to USA Prepares 24/7 at no extra cost or data charges. These are not on federal lines. These are lines located on Indian reservations off the grid. Call 1-605-477-3249. No smartphones or internet needed. To hear USA Prepares Untapped and off the grid, just call 1-605-477-3249.
This is John Regan with Dr. Judy Wood. I've noticed that Vincent's updated a post on usaprepares.com, USAPREPARES, and he's got the link for Where Did the Towers Go, as well as the Amazon link to buy the book. And
Great.
That's on page 1. So, Dr. Wood, please continue, and we've got about 5 minutes left.
Okay, so this tornado that was in Topeka, Kansas, and Washburn University was pretty much destroyed. The thing went like 22 miles. It destroyed 800 houses, and another 3,000 were damaged. A lot of damage. But I remember when we were driving through there, seeing this, what I thought at the time was an apartment building, sliced in two. I could see a bedspread on a bed, and it reminded me of my sister's bedspread, and it was, perfect. And not messed up at all, and some magazines on the bedspread, and then some books on the dresser, clothes hanging in the closet. Nothing looked disturbed. It just looked like somebody took an X-Acto knife and sliced the building in two. And that always puzzled me. If it's wind, you don't have 500 mile an hour wind, then 1 nanometer over have zero. It would taper off. So how could something tear off that wall in a straight line? And that was another puzzling thing. But then when I saw this image, figure 185 on page 192 of the remaining north wing of Building 4 at the World Trade Center, it reminded me of that same thing. How could something be such a straight cut, like an X-Acto knife, through all the floors, and you could look in and see what was in there? If you had binoculars, you could see what was on somebody's desk. How could that be? And then everything else gone. And it reminded me so much of that tornado. There was a lot of destruction like that, where stuff just went missing. And I think we've all seen that kind of thing with tornadoes. Something totally destroyed and something right next to it, completely okay. It's a weird type of phenomenon. And I know there's various stories about, it's just lots of wind going around in circles and sucks things up. But if you stop and actually observe, you come up with a different answer. It's an interesting phenomenon, and it's a natural phenomenon. But if somebody can weaponize it, man, that's a powerful tool. So it doesn't leave radiation either. On figure 186, at the bottom of 192, it's a view looking over the World Financial Center, Building 2, the dome, to what's left of Tower 1 and Building 6 and Building 7. The thing that's most pronounced there is the top of that dome. It's a 44-story building. There's no dings in that. It's like pristine. So if you have a building right across the street, a 110-story building, quote, collapsing, why don't you have any dents in that? Well, if it turned to dust, you wouldn't have dents. And it turns out there's no what I call stab wounds, projectiles going into the side of the building, really above the 18th floor in the building across the street. And then, of course, you see the missing middle of Building 6. You look in there, it's an empty hole. And then Building 7 is much lower down. You can even see bare sidewalk where the building didn't even spill completely across the street over to where the post office is. There's only 3 lanes of traffic there, and that was a 47-story building. It's really peculiar. But what is really shocking, page 193, figure 187, you're looking out of the North Tower, southward, down onto the street, like Albany Street. And you can't imagine the building, falling less than that way.
And we're out of time for today. Dr. Judy Wood, thank you for being with us. And I'll let Vincent know how far we got.
Okay.
How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle. a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit guns80.com, guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
Do you have difficulty taking supplements? Are you searching for a high-quality, complete nutritional drink that your whole family will love? NutriMedical's Life Support has arrived. All of your daily nutritional requirements in one quick, delicious drink. Dr. Bill Deagle's Life Support is a proprietary blend of vegan protein, activated vitamins, essential minerals, amino acids, probiotics, green tea, digestive enzymes, anti-inflammatories, cancer prevention, detoxification, and much more. Your body will high-five you for this one. Life Support is the best complete nutritious meal replacement on the market. Whether you are an elite athlete, have post-operative challenges, chronic illness, elderly, or a family that just wants a quick, delicious drink, try Dr. Bill Deagle's Life Support for optimized nutrition in one great tasting smoothie. Just add cold water, almond milk, fruit, or anything else you like. NutriMedical's Life Support. Try our great tasting chocolate or vanilla today. Call 888-212-8871 or visit us online at NutriMedical.com. NutriMedical.com for the whole family.
My dad was 59 when he collapsed from a heart attack late last year. Just this past August was when we spread his ashes on the St. Croix River. I loved my dad, but boy was he stubborn. He hadn't been to the doctor in over 25 years. His excuse? He simply couldn't afford it. He wasn't a rich man by any means. At less than $107 per month, libertyoncall.org would have been the perfect alternative for my father. Don't wait. Go to libertyoncall.org right now, for not just your sake, but for the sake of your loved ones. Again, that's libertyoncall.org.
Attention USA Prepares listeners. When you're on the road or have limited data or Wi-Fi, now you can listen to USA Prepares Unfiltered and Untapped at no extra charge on this non-federal phone number, 1-605-477-3249. Try it now to listen to USA Prepares 24/7 at no extra cost or data charges. These are not on federal lines. These are lines located on Indian reservations off the grid. Call 1-605-477-3249. No smartphones or internet needed. To hear USA Prepares Untapped and Off the Grid, just call 1-605-477-3249.
And this is your captain, John Regan. If you're just tuning in, Vincent is okay. If you were listening yesterday, he had to leave the show abruptly with a family medical emergency. I have not talked to him today, but we did talk last night, and at that point everything was stable, and we're expecting Vincent to be back on the air with me on Monday, and it still wouldn't hurt to shoot prayers that way if you're so inclined, and point you to usaprepares.com, USAPREPARES, and Vincent's put up a link for Brent Lippincott at strikertargets.com, and with us this morning for the first time, welcome Brent Lippincott.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me on.
I know Vincent was looking forward to being in the driver's seat today to to talk about you guys' story. So why don't you just start off about how you guys met?
Yeah, definitely. I attended the Wanenmakers show in Tulsa, Oklahoma this past weekend with myself and business partner and a few employees. And with that, we, Striker Targets, we sell AR-500 targets and body armor. And Vincent happened to stop by our booth and was very impressed with, what we have to offer, the different selection, the price point, things of that nature. So with that, him and I and my partner Jeff kind of just hit it off. He's a great guy and spoke a lot, and he came back to buy a couple different times. And with that, we started talking about what we could do for the listeners and things of that nature. So, from there, we were able to, he actually did get a few of our targets, and he's now got them on his own personal farm.
And you want to describe those targets for us?
Yeah, so we produce AR-500 targets, and what that is a bullet-resistant metal. Our motto is pretty much recycle paper, shoot metal. So the nice thing with it is with AR-500 or any kind of metal target, you get reaction to it. It's not just shooting paper. You've got the sound, the movement, things of that nature with it. Shooting paper is great, and it's good for sighting in, and you're able to, definitely see, when you look to the scope or, if you're closer, just see where you shot. But as you are training things, with that, you want to see movement, you want to see or hear, the sound of, your bullet hitting the actual target. And with that, it helps quicker response and quicker response, and also quicker shooting as you go along. So the nice thing with our targets are we don't just weld to them. There's a lot of companies out there, and not putting anybody down. There's phenomenal companies out there. But the key thing with AR-500, because it is a heat-treated metal, as you weld to it, you change the metallurgy. And so with that, you can actually destroy the metal as you weld to it. So what we do is we try to create brackets for the back. So, you are shooting at these things, and eventually something is going to break. And with that, we try to keep the cost down for the consumer due to the fact that, AR-500 is more expensive than your standard target, but it's something that will last you a lifetime. So we build brackets for the back. So as, you shoot our moving target, if something breaks, you're able to just purchase a bracket without having to repurchase the entire target. We have phenomenal targets that you're able to use pretty much most calibers, or actually really any calibers. We have anywhere from 22 to 50 BMG. With that, we have reactive targets, we have gongs, moving targets. So, it's all a matter of bringing fun back into shooting. Along with that, training the proper way.
Why don't you expand on that, training the proper way?
Well, when you're shooting paper, you don't really get to hear or see where you're actually shooting. So, generally, when you're shooting a handgun, your first shot should directly be from the hip, and then you bring up the gun to sight in of where you're shooting. So we have a new target actually out there, and it's called the harmonic target. Now, this is a handgun target, and it's designed so you have your chest and then your ocular cavity. Now, the cool thing about this target is, kind of give you a background on metal when you shoot it. The downfall with metal is if you shoot a IPSC, which is the human torso that most police departments, military, and everybody trains on, that is your human torso. Well, if you hit the bottom or the top of the human torso, it makes the same exact sound. But you're really trying to shoot for the chest and the ocular cavity. Those are your two spots that will take down somebody if need be. Now, with our harmonic target, we have it so it is set up to have a thud sound when you shoot the body, but it'll have a loud ping sound when you hit the chest or the ocular cavity. So we're able to train better, become more accurate on our shooting with something of that nature. So with that, we've got a lot of different targets are reactive. We have, one of our famous ones is called the hub. It's a human upper body. It's a full torso, shoulders and everything, and an actual head, all human size. And this target's designed really for rifle shooting for long distance. And what you do is you shoot the head, and the head fully drops down. Well, the bad thing with most of reactive targets is a lot of times you have to use rope or you have to go reset up. Now with ours, we've made it so it's easy and simple to reset it. Shoot the chest. So you shoot the head to drop it down, and you shoot the chest to rotate the head right back up so it's ready to be shot again.
Okay. Where would our class go to buy this target system from you?
So we have online sales at strikertargets.com. Now, then, we also do gun shows throughout the United States. We do a lot in Texas, Oklahoma, California, Nevada, Arizona, and we are starting to expand a lot of the Midwest. The good thing with our targets is we're a direct manufacturer. So, our whole thing when we started this business was to try to keep the price down. When we started this business, we're avid shooters. Everybody that works for us, everybody that started the company with myself, we're all avid shooters. And the thing was, we kept buying targets and we kept having to replace stuff. Now, we didn't like that. We kept spending a fortune on stuff, and it didn't really help, our budgets, things of that nature, to, continue the shooting, the training, and, just the camaraderie of friends going out. So with that, we decided to go ahead and start this company. And with this company, our key point was to keep it affordable. That's the number one thing. People out there don't always have, the most amount of money to spend, things of that nature. So with that, we were all about trying to keep, the targets affordable for most people to purchase. And that's a good thing. We have anywhere from 22 all the way up to 50 BMG targets. So as we progressed with, the company, we just kind of design more and more fun targets, especially the reaction. The cool thing is, if you guys, if anybody goes out and shoots and, if they've ever shot metal, you hear the sound, you see the movement. With ours, there's a lot of that. We try to keep it so it's fun. Competition between friends and family. We're all about, having kids shoot as much as they can. We do a lot of stuff with 22, especially with the harmonic. We have specialty harmonic targets just for 22. My first rifle was a Ruger 1022. Still own the rifle. Still one of my favorite rifles to ever shoot. That was, my grandfather bought it for me, and, from there, that was kind of the start of, my shooting experiences. And, to this day, I love it. And, he really, instilled good values and morals when it came to shooting and respecting guns and, knowing what to do and, how to handle them.
I didn't get the opportunity to shoot with my dad, and he died when I was 13.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And, he was a veteran in World War II and was on the Bataan Death March, and he also refused to stop smoking. And that just did him in at a fairly early age. He was only 52 when he died. But he did get a chance to tell me some stories, because back when he went to school, the guys would bring their rifles with them to go hunting after school. And nowadays you just point your finger and you get in trouble.
I understand that one. It's funny because we did a show. We're located in California, so whenever we go out of state to Texas, Oklahoma, and places like that, everybody's always making fun of us. They're like, "Can you even shoot at your own targets?" And I always tease them. I'm like,
okay, coming up on a break. This is John Regan with Brent Lippincott. We'll be back in a few minutes.
By now you know that USAPrepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm, we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit usaprepares.com. That's usaprepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. usaprepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
ProPure water, the way nature meant it to be. Clean, crisp, and refreshing. ProPure, the most trusted name in gravity water filtration systems. With the silver-infused Pro 1G 2.0 all-in-one water filter. Helps remove and reduce over 200 contaminants. Don't purchase just any filter claiming to be certified. Get the Pro 1G 2.0, the only gravity filter with NSF 42 certification. NSF, valued and recognized for independent certification worldwide. In addition, the Pro 1G 2.0 was independently tested to meet NSF 53 and P231 standards. ProPure, easy to assemble, easy to maintain, easy to clean filters. Purchase with confidence in quality, performance, and customer service. Take advantage of our biggest holiday 25% off sale going on now. Visit your authorized ProPure dealer or ProPureUSA.com. That's ProPureUSA.com. Or call 800-544-3533.
There are hundreds of silver products on the market today, but there's nothing like the astonishing health benefits of the multi-patented One Silver Solution. Boost your immune system at a great price with our Silver Solution Liquid, starting at $12.95 a bottle. Now available in regular and extra strength. That's half the price of the leading competitors. Call 844-USILVER for your free catalog, or go to onesilversolution.com. Onesilversolution.com. There is only one Silver Solution.
What would your life be like if you woke up each morning with new vitality, feeling better than you have in years, and you noticed a difference in your sleeping patterns, blood sugar levels, and had a sense of well-being overall? There's something that is changing thousands of people's lives, and you could be one of them. It's called Heart and Body Extract. Sharon Harris, co-creator of Heart and Body Extract, talks about the positive effects of Heart and Body Extract.
What happens with the formula Heart and Body Extract is it's giving the body the necessary vitamins, minerals, amino acids, enzymes, and phytonutrients so the body will heal itself. And yes, the body does have the ability to balance blood pressure, balance cholesterol, clean and unclog the arteries. It can also work on balancing the circulation for diabetics. So the body is an amazing thing. It simply needs some help, so it has the tools to heal itself.
Heart and Body Extract gets results. To order your 2-month supply, call now, toll free at 866-295-5305. Order online at hbextract.com.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
Controls today. With me we have Brent Lippincott from Striker Targets. And Brent, if you would, continue with your thought.
Yeah, we were speaking about how kids when you were in school would take their rifles to school and then go out hunting afterwards, and you just that's never heard of these days. And with that, I was discussing, or I was talking about, we were at a show in California, and with that, a kid came to our booth, and he was looking at our body armor, and we actually sell backpack sleeves to pretty much make any backpack bullet resistant or bulletproof. And he was telling me how he made a paper mache AR-15 lower, and it looked really good, and he brought it to school. The kid got expelled due to the fact that he had a paper mache AR-15 lower. So it's just, day and age and, the craziness of what's going on, that kind of takes me into our other products, actually. We, at Striker Targets, it's actually Striker Targets and Tactical Gear. We are about making things affordable. So with that, we sell, not just target We also sell body armor, chest rigs, and gun cases. And with that, we try to keep even the body armor affordable. We have soft armor, level 3A, all the way up to level 4 composite, it's a ceramic poly for the level 4. So with that, we try to keep things as cost effective. Our concealable or our outside level 3A vest, they go for $299. Try finding an actual bulletproof vest that'll stop up to a 44 Magnum for less than that. It's crazy. And that was kind of the thing when we started with this is, like I discussed before, we're trying to make things affordable for people. I wanted to purchase a bulletproof vest before we started this company. And, there's a lot of companies out there, but, they're in the $500, $600, $700 ranges where it's like, I don't need it on a daily basis. I need it to be prepared. I need it to, I have one in my trunk, and then I also have one at my house. And with that, I just wanted to be prepared for in case something happens. And, I wanted to be safe. Well, I couldn't justify spending, $1,500, $1,600 on a couple vests for my car and my house. Even though, it's a matter of being safe and, you want to protect yourself. But with that, that's where, as I started and tried to push our vendors and our own manufacturing, I was all about, keeping that price point down. So, we've got these bulletproof vests that start anywhere from $299 and then go up from there depending on the levels that people are looking for. So, but, a little history or a little education. Are you familiar with the different levels of body armor?
I'm not. Can we pause for a moment? We got a caller, Mark from Philly. Welcome to USA Prepares.
Hello, John, and hello, Brent.
Hey, how are you?
I'm on your website, and your price points are incredible. I don't know how you guys do it. It's amazing. It's really. I'm very impressed. I'm glad you met Vince, and he brought you to our attention. I don't own a vest yet, but I have a few questions here. Is it my understanding that the 3As, the concealable body armor, 3As, and those are, do they have an expiration date? Does the material degrade over time? And what was it, like 10 years or what is it? How does that work?
So pretty much standard industry-wise is 5 years. They suggest to replace your body armor after 5 years or if it's been shot. So with that, does the material degrade? No. But we have to put a lifespan on it according to NIJ, which is the National Institute of Justice, and that's how we have all of our stuff tested. So
Can I hold, John?
Yes, you can hold through the break.
Okay.
John Regan with Brent Lippincott and Mark from Philly. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sam Nussbaum with the Anthem Foundation. Premature birth is the leading cause of death of babies and disabilities for children. That's why we support the March of Dimes to help mothers have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment and outreach to help moms during their pregnancy and give every baby a healthy start in life. Learn how you can help at marchofdimes.org.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pileski of the Pileski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states.
Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
leave it alone. It'll come back around. Does that sound familiar? Most financial professionals are telling their clients that very thing. Don't panic. The stock market goes up. The stock market goes down. The real question you should be asking your financial professional is, do I have an exit strategy so I don't see a repeat of 2008? Look, friends, right now there are rumors circulating by many economists and self-proclaimed financial gurus that something significant could happen in September. I feel it's incumbent to warn you and help you at the same time. My friends at the Wealth Preservation Institute have a free report on how you can have an exit strategy. It's called How to Survive the Upcoming Economic Collapse and Protect Your Savings, Retirement, 401ks, IRAs, and income. Don't hesitate. Don't wait for another 2008. Call right now, 888-772-2929. That's 888-772-2929 for that free report, How to Survive an Upcoming Economic Collapse.
This is Sharon Hunt. Before using Heart and Body Extract, my energy level was very, very low. I could only walk a few feet and then would have to sit down. I was tired and lethargic. But after taking Heart and Body Extract, my energy level has improved greatly, and I can now walk longer distances without getting tired so fast. Thank you, Heart and Body Extract.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com.
Thousands of people seeking home security get ripped off every day, and the home security industry wants you to believe that's your only option. They've got hordes of salesmen out there trying to scare you into signing one of their long-term contracts. You get stuck writing huge checks month after month with no way out. It's robbery by contract, and it can cost you thousands. But there's a better way to protect your home. Simply Safe Home Security. Simply Safe has no contracts. None. You'll get award-winning 24/7 protection, security professionals watching over your home, ready to instantly send police to the rescue for just $14.99 per month. That's less than half what most companies charge. Protect your home the smart way. Visit simplysafedefense.com today for an exclusive 10% offer and get a free keychain remote worth $25. Only when you go to simplysafedefense.com. simplysafedefense.com.
If you're like me, you're concerned about the stock market and the economy, you're asking the questions, but it just doesn't seem that you're getting the right answers. Well, my friends at the Wealth Preservation Institute not only have the answers, but they've put together a free report, How to Survive the Upcoming Economic Collapse and Protect Your 401ks, IRA savings, and retirement income. Don't hesitate. This report's for free for a limited time by calling 888-772-2929. That's 888-772-2929. Take back your financial lives today.
Don't take a cold or flu lying down. Stand up and fight back with Supernatural Silver. Supernatural Silver is a natural immune system booster that is highly effective against viruses, bacteria, and fungus. Supernatural Silver is perfect for daily use and can be taken orally or used topically to keep you protected from whatever comes your way. This new technology is hundreds of times more effective than colloidal or ionic silver and is supported by extensive research from over 300 clinical studies at universities and independent research facilities across the country. Supernatural Silver has an exceptionally long storage life and should be an essential part of your emergency preparedness. Don't be caught off guard. Give your body the support it needs to fight off deadly pathogens that are lurking everywhere. Stock up on Supernatural Silver and give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and use the promo code SILVER2015 for 20% off. That's supernaturalsilver.com. supernaturalsilver.com.
This is John Regan at the controls today. You should be concerned, very concerned. Brent, you're in the middle of answering Mark's question. Please continue.
Yeah, so Mark was asking in regards to how long the body armor lasts and if there's an expiration date. With that, you know, the industry standard for body armor is 5 years. That's exactly the kind of warranty that we have to put on it. From there, you know, his other part of the question was, does it really deteriorate? It doesn't. Especially, you know, if you buy Air 500 metal, you know, it's steel. As long as you guys prepare or, you know, take care of it and put it away properly, it doesn't really diminish. But the only type of warranty that we can offer is a 5 year, just because of the industry standards and how we have it tested, which is NIJ. So we have all of our body armor sent out and tested with third-party labs that are NIJ certified labs. So we do have NIJ standards on our testing. So with that, some of the testing is, like our level 3. It's a 308, 6 shots at 50 feet. You got to make sure that you don't have any penetration with that. So we make sure and we quality test all of our product multiple times just to, keep it safe and keep it a good product for our consumers.
Are you talking about the soft armor?
Yeah. So the soft armor, hard armor, all of it is a 5-year warranty. That's
okay.
What we're able to offer.
You were going into the levels of protection, and I appreciate that because I'm trying to verify that. So 3A is what for pistol rounds, or is
so this is how it kind of works. 3A, and we have to go off the testing. So 3A is tested 44 mag and south. So when you're looking at level 3A, it's your highest pliable body armor. So by pliable, I mean soft, movable body armor. That'll take up to a 44 mag and south. From there, you've got your level 3. Now, level 3 is a hard armor, being a ceramic plate, a AR500 plate, or a polymer plate. Now, with that, the cost is the difference, with all those plates, and being that, it's a weight issue. So your AR500 weighs roughly about 8 pounds. Your sappy or ceramic plates, they run about 5 pounds. And then your polymer plates, they run about 2 pounds, 2 to 3 pounds, depending on, the plate and the manufacturer. So with that, a level 3 is then tested as a 308, 6 shots at 50 feet. So they do make sure there's no penetration with 6 shots through that plate. And what I always tell people is, look, you've got your level 3A, it's 44 mag and south. You've then got your level 3 is 308 and south. So it'll protect your handguns. It'll protect, 223s and AR-10s or 308. And then you have your level 4. And the way they test the level 4 is a 30-06 armor-piercing round. So they do a single shot with that to make sure there's no penetration through the plate. That's pretty much one of your highest and ultimate, protection. But it is also a lot more costly. Generally I kind of, try to talk to people, figure out exactly what their threat is or what they feel, they need their protection for. For myself, I carry a level 3A in my car. And then at my house, I have a level 3 tactical vest. And with that, I've got my poly plates, I've got my side armor. So I have a higher protection at the house.
I'm really glad you explained it because I would think that 3A would be better than 3, but you're saying that 3 is strong. 3 is stronger than 3A, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, 3A is a pliable material, so it's a soft, bendable. Your police department generally uses 3A for their concealment vest, and then your SWAT actually will use more of a tactical vest with a level 3. And your biggest threats out there are what guns are sold the most. AR-15s, AR-10s. Those are sold the most out there. And with that, a level 3 will take care of most of your protection that you need. Even myself, when I go hunting, I actually wear my level 3 vest. It's for safety. You don't know who's really around you. So with that, I've got a chest or a full rig that weighs roughly about 9 pounds, and then I add my camel pack, and I've got mollies too, and mollies are what hold your different items. So I've got mollies for my medical kit, and then also for my rounds in the rifle, and then also for my mags for my sidearms. So
another question
with that, go ahead.
Go ahead. Another question I have is, and I know it's based upon the materials because you now delineated that you've got different materials, composites.
Yes.
The plate rig fully loaded might be as weigh as much as or as low as? What's the variance, and what's the max that they weigh if you fully loaded the plate carrier up?
So
like 20 pounds or?
Yeah. So here's how it works. So the way we do it is we want people to have their choice, and with that, our plate rigs are a little different than everybody else's on the market. When we started, we purchased through an outside vendor, and we got to learn what was a better rig and why. So the way we set things up is you choose your actual rig. So you choose your tactical vest. Excuse me. So you choose the tactical vest, and then you choose your threat. So we have level 3A soft protection that slides into the vest. That vest, full protection, front, back, and full side, weighs roughly about 5 pounds. As you go up from there, you then go into your AR500 chest rigs. Now, that setup weighs, on a level 3, weighs about 20 pounds. So it is heavier, but your cost point is a lot lower. So if it's a product that you're keeping in the closet or in your, storage, so, for your safety reasons, and you're not wearing it consistently, that is a good way to go. And especially because of the price point.
Right.
As that's a heavy rig. But if you're looking for something lighter and easier, you then have your poly plates is what they are. They're a polymer, high heat-treated plate that's molded for the curve and the shooter's cut. With that rig roughly weighs about 9 pounds. So about half the weight of an AR500 rig. So, and that's where the cost difference is in it because of that. But as you're wearing those, if you're wearing it like myself, I have the poly plates in my rig because when I do go hunting and I wear that, by the time I have everything set up on my rig, now it weighs about 18, 20 pounds. So, which is good because I just added 10 pounds to it. So if I'm wearing an AR500, it's a great system. We sell a lot of them. But because they do weigh 20, 22 pounds, and you add another 10 pounds of gear onto it, now you're carrying 30, 35 pounds. It gets a little heavy after a while.
Yeah. Well, also, a little side note I want to bring up, because I know, John, that you are a veteran. I am a veteran. Are you a veteran, Brent?
I am not. And thank you guys for your service.
Okay. Well, what I want to bring to the attention of, and maybe you talked about it, John, you and Vince, and by the way, my prayers are with Vince and his family. I don't know exactly what happened, but on this note of this deal, and of course, you guys in California with the legalization of making drug vaccines mandatory, I just caught wind yesterday, John, that the VA is going to require veterans to take vaccines, and if they don't, then they can cut them off from their services from the VA hospital or the VA clinics. Had you heard about that?
Yeah, I was going to have some links on that on Monday. It's it's a bit disturbing in the way that the law is written. I found another site that refers to a different paragraph where if you're in there for disability, you have the option to request vaccinations, but that's quite different than what the language is in this new bill. And the new bill doesn't mention anything about requesting being optional or giving you a way out.
Okay, you're saying that this is a bill. This is an actual bill. It's not just a rule of the VA.
It's a bill from Congress.
Oh, you got to be kidding me, man! We got to fight this. We got to stand up and say no, hell no to this, man. The guys aren't going along with this, and if they do, oh man, this is formidable. And then what comes next is they cut you off from the services, or then they say, well, if you don't go along with that, then we'll just take away your right to bear arms, and that's what they're working on anyway for the veterans to not be able to bear. So anyway, I appreciate it very much that you're on, Brent, and that you connected with Vince. Your price points are incredible. I'm going to spread the word. And by the way, do you have like a referral or a what do you call it, a referral system or whatever
Yeah, what we're going to do, I talked to my partner about it and everything for the listeners for USA Prepares. We are going to give a 10% discount. So we will be putting up on Monday a link for that on our website.
Oh, that's incredible. That's good.
Yeah, we're here to help, and that's what we try to do is, allow people to purchase and, enjoy and be safe with our product.
Yeah. Well, again, thanks again, and we got to fight this vaccine thing, man. That's evil stuff, man. It's not good for us. Thank you, John, for being there. My prayers are with Vince and his family. So I'll get off now. Thank you, and I'll listen in.
Thanks for your call, Mark. I believe you were getting ready to talk about the different levels of body armor when we did get the call.
Yeah, well, and that's exactly what we're discussing is the different levels. You've got your level 3A, you've got your level 3, you've got your level 4. Now we'll get back to it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get back from this break.
Sounds good.
How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
KDArmor.com is your one-stop shop for the most affordable body armor period, with packages starting at $169.99 and free shipping on every order. Why would you go anywhere else? KD offers soft armor and rifle threat rated armor up to level 4. Go to KDArmor.com and get your body armor today while you still can. Mention this ad and receive a free water purification kit for a limited time with any body armor package. Go to KDArmor.com. That's CATI armor.com. Come and take it.
So you've got to take a state construction license exam or certification. Can't decide on what books or what chapters to study? Discover right now how you can eliminate unnecessary books and wasted study time. At contractorexam.com, our study materials zero in on state-required test topics in an effective, multiple-choice format. So whether you're a plumber, electrician, general contractor, or other construction-related trade, contractorexam.com will help get you prepared. Visit us at www.contractorexam.com today.
Did you know that drinking pure, high-alkaline water is one of the most important factors in maintaining high energy and vibrant health? Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops, available only at alkavision.com, combine a unique formula of only the most alkaline minerals. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops alkalize your water, ridding the body of harmful toxins, and helps you regain health and energy. Alkalizing your water by simply adding 10 drops of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops helps the body rid itself of acidic waste, increases oxygen content, and raises the pH of your body to healthy levels. And bacteria and viruses cannot survive in an alkaline high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops for only $29.95 at alkavision.com. That's ALKAvision.com. Or call 269-409-1776. 269-409-1776. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com today.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't take on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit goberkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Blockit Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockitPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockitPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockitPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
This is John Regan sitting in for Vincent, and I'll be back with him on Monday with more information that you don't want to hear. We have Brent Lippincott from Striker Targets with us today. There's a link to his website on page 1 of usaprepares.com, and that's pretty much spelled the way you would think, Striker, S-T-R-I-K-E-R, targets.com. So, Brent, we have about 5 minutes before the end of the show. So go ahead and work on completing your thought there.
Yeah, definitely. Well, the biggest thing is I wanted to talk about, Vincent and I, when we were at the show, we were talking about a affordable target for a family to be able to purchase for, Christmas. The biggest thing is, I think, during Christmas is there's a lot of times that, you purchase a lot of trinkets and you spend a good amount of money for something that really isn't ever going to be used. So what we were talking about was coming up with a target that you can purchase for the entire family. And kind of going back to some of the thoughts that we had earlier in the show, or, starting out with your .22 rifle. So with that, we came up with this target. It will be on the website on Monday, along with the discount for the USA Prepares listeners. It's a target that allows the children to start out with the .22, and what it is the swinging target. So it's also a A-frame stand, kind of like the sawhorse, and it has a 2, 3, and 4-inch target that will swing along the stand. From there, as they progress into better shooters and also want to do higher calibers, we are going to include a AR-500 8-inch target on top of that. So you'll have 4 targets to be able to shoot. You've got 3 for your .22, so you can definitely increase your proficiency. And then as you go up into the higher calibers, you'll have a 3/8 AR-500 gong, 8-inch gong, to be able to shoot at. Now, the nice thing with this target is most of the parts are made out of AR-500. And we try to make things simple, easy, portable, or, longevity. You can just keep it on your farm or your ranch and leave it out there. And the beauty about this is the target is designed with 1-inch EMT for the legs. So as we sell it as a 24-inch kit, if somebody wants to expand this target, they can easily go to any hardware store and buy 1-inch EMT to make it a 36, 48, however tall and wide they want to make it. So that target, that Vincent and I came up with, we're doing that for $115 shipped, ready to go for any client or any listener for USA Prepares. So.
Okay. And you were trying to get the levels of body armor in before we hit the commercial break.
No, definitely. Our biggest, our one of our huge things that we sell are the body armors. And for body armor, you have multiple levels. It's a matter of trying to figure out exactly what level you feel your protection or you need your protection to be. I always suggest level 3. there are different levels south of level 3, but if you're going for soft, you want level 3A, and if you're going for hard or rifle round, I suggest level 3. We do carry level 4 also, but that is for a 30-06 armor-piercing round. But most of your threats out there these days, I believe, are your 223, your 308s, the AR-15s, AR-10s. So to be able to keep cost and weight a factor in it, you just kind of need to choose and pick what you're going to be able to, first carry, second of all, be able to actually protect yourself with. So, and like I said, level 3A is 44 mag in south. Level 3 is 308 in south.
Okay.
So,
well, Brent, thank you very much for being on USA Prepares.
I greatly appreciate it.
I'm sure Vincent will be in touch with you.
Sounds good.
Class, honesty, and integrity. What happens next is up to you.
By now you know that usaprepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm, we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit on the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.